So let's talk about, just briefly, where are you coming from?
Okay.
For the viewers to know, Tommy used to live here in the area that we're not mentioning, but he used to live here, and we already did, didn't we?
We're from the streets.
We're from the streets, y'all. The streets.
The VB streets.
But he's gone away for a little bit. So where are you coming from? Where are you visiting from?
I am visiting from the great city of Napoli, Italia.
Shit.
He could have at least brought us some pizza or some pasta. But this man, at least he brought us alcohol.
Yeah.
That's right.
The brews. So when you were playing in the United States, what level of player were you?
I was a USTA rated 4.0.
And did you ever, some people start off as a 3.0, then 3.5, then 4.0, or were you just always, I know that you entered the tournament and that was a 3.0, but when you officially got rated?
I think when I officially got rated, I was a 3.5. And then immediately, first season, our team went undefeated. We went to regionals.
This guy's a born champion.
Yeah.
and no, I have to give credit to the captain.
blood.
The captain was legit. And but we were undefeated. And I found out from the captain after the season, they're like, yeah, because of our success this season, everyone got bumped to a 4.0.
Oh, damn, the whole
And
team.
even at the time, I was so new to tennis. I was like, I don't know what that means. Like,
But you never changed. So you went from a 3.5 to a 4.0, and then you never jumped up or down.
And then the problem with my tennis career, I guess you would say, is I put it down for several years. I played like early 2000s. And then I went a different direction. I focused more on work and other things.
Yeah.
And I kind of put tennis down. I would pick it up every now and then. But it wasn't really until I probably met you and a lot of the other gang that at that point, I think I had just recovered from a knee surgery.
He's got a lot of problems.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I'm done playing those other sports.
Yeah. Was it playing baseball again?
Football.
Or football?
Yeah. So I decided just to dive all in on tennis.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. And I'm happy with it.
But you don't play anything else right now either, right? Just tennis.
I play basketball a couple times a week.
Tommy has
You're
some
still in good shape,
problems. He has a lot of problems, so he should just stick to tennis on the clay courts in Italy, and I think that he'll be perfectly fine. But one thing, and we did this with us, I wanted to talk about what equipment you use currently. Now, I know that your racket is not here because it's in Italy, but maybe JR can flash a picture of it or something.
Okay. So currently I play with a very old model of the Babolat Pure Strike.
Really?
Which model? Because this is important.
I'm so bad with gear. I couldn't tell you what year, but it's, for all you tennis gearheads out there, it's the model that's black and orange.
Okay, yeah. The one you tried, right?
Let me look.
So I had two of them. And then a tennis friend of mine said, hey, Tommy, you might want to go on eBay. Here's a link. Somebody's selling two of them, the exact same rackets. They don't make it anymore. Yeah. It's the same grip size. So I decided to buy those two. So now I have four.
I think that was the best version. Yeah, dude.
I tried playing like the one that came after it was like the white and blue one. And I bought it and I played with it. And
not the same.
Tennis is such a mental game that I might have just had an off day, but I'd play with a racket and I got so mad I wanted to smash it. Yeah. So I went back in my bag and I grabbed the black and orange one and I played much better. And it could have been a million different things. It could have been the opponent, the weather.
It is different though.
Yeah.
It is different. So
I decided just to stay with it.
Do you know, I don't think you know the answer to this question. Do you know how many square inches it is?
No idea.
It's probably
wait, 90? No, is that too small?
90s. You're not playing with a 90s racket.
100, something like that? It's around that ballpark. 98?
It's probably a 98.
It's gotta be
okay, I think it's a 98.
Yeah.
I knew there's a 9 in there somewhere.
98. Maybe it's 100. You don't know if it's the original one. Is it just black?
There's only 3.
It's black and orange.
How many generations?
I don't use that trash, so I don't know. Don't be looking at me.
I think it's the one, yeah.
Do you know what the string pattern is?
I couldn't tell you, no.
Tommy is just very well versed on his equipment. Do you know what strings you use?
I don't know. I just give my racket to the guy who's training.
Really? Do you even know if it's a poly or if it's a co-poly or if it's a multi?
It might be a multi.
Really? Okay.
In one of them.
You're using a multi?
Really?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Oh, well, you're probably using a hybrid.
He's getting interrogated.
You're probably using a poly.
I'm so bad.
No,
like, my whole tennis life, I've never, ever focused on that kind of stuff. I wish I did. I need to learn. Like, somebody out there, please tell me what I should play with.
I think since, given your background and you just jump in,
I don't think,
because you can get deep in the weeds, dude. when I met this sucker, I got so
Yeah.
deep in the weeds of learning science of all the rackets. Now I know way too much. And I don't even know enough yet.
It sounds like it can be a bit overwhelming almost, and I just want to focus on hitting balls and...
See, I don't know. I just have such a different perspective. I mean, when I graduated college, I would my days of fun would be like, I would go home from work, I would go on Tennis Warehouse, sponsor us. I would go on Tennis Warehouse and watch like racket and string reviews. And I was like, I'm probably such a loser, but like, I don't know. I had a great time. So you learn a lot of stuff, but you also, I don't know. I mean, I think what Jared's saying too, if you just play pick up the racket and go.
Yeah.
There's no way that I would be able to function like that.
I've had some strings over the years where I could tell immediately after hitting a few balls, I'm like, this.
Yeah, it's not it. Yeah.
I can tell this. I don't like the way this feels.
Yeah, but you don't go back and read like multi-filament is XYZ better than poly.
I just give the racket back to the guy who's stringing. I'm like, I didn't like this. I need something where I can get a lot of spin.
Do you know the tension he strings them at?
No, I couldn't tell you.
I love it, dude. That's amazing.
Here's what's funny. So the first time I took my racket to get restrung in Italy, I had a sheet in my bag that had all the specs from the guy who used to string my rackets, and I just gave it to the guy. I said, "Can you just string it like this?" Yeah. And they don't use pounds over there, you know.
Oh, they use kilos, right?
Yeah. So he's like, no, boy. Like, I don't know what this is. Like, tell me. He goes, "You Americans and your damn."
So how do you resolve it?
Google.
You Google it.
Yeah, Google. Just figure out, what tension it was.
That would stress me out so much. Yeah. There's no end.
And actually, when this guy strung my racket for the first time, I had some serious wrist pain. So I had to get some things adjusted.
Yeah, there you go.
Couldn't tell you what it was, but
Probably too high of a tension. Maybe that's what I would think. If it was too tight.
The string pattern was too tight.
And how long have you played with your racket for?
Oh, jeez. Probably.
Did you have it back here?
Oh yeah.
First racket.
Oh yeah. Probably.
Tommy's only played with this one racket since even.
Close to a decade. No, back in the day I used...
A decade?
Yeah, probably the racket I'm playing with now, the Pure Strike, probably about a decade. Before that I played with... I actually played with the Yonex.
Do we have... Oh yeah, we do have it.
RDX? Is that something?
Yeah. RDIS. I don't know if... I think it's...
This was an old racket. It was...
Do you know what color it was?
It was blue with some highlights of something.
Was it blue and like yellow or teal? Or, I mean, like that color of the light, maybe?
I don't think so. I'll do some research.
All right. Well,
what's the tension?
What's the tension?
Right.
What was the?
But what's funny is, like, again, going back to me not knowing anything about tennis rackets, I used to take like the same grips that I gripped my baseball bats with. I would use that as my overgrip.
You need help
for my tennis racket.
I never.
Yeah,
this is
rough, super rough, right?
Yeah, ratchet.
Not good, and it probably explains I used to have blisters all over my hands.
Oh
but
my
I didn't know any better. I didn't.
At least you didn't wear your batting gloves to play tennis.
I've done that before.
Oh my god.
That is funny, dude. That tells you.
But if you don't,
like James said, no matter what you come from, you can always converge to the same spot until you get like super serious about it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But at that point, you get crazy about it. You get maniacal about it, kind of. Like I'm at the point where I'm like, I want to go bigger, but I'm going to get so competitive and like so maniacal about stroke and all that stuff that it's not going to be fun anymore.
It's going to be a black hole. I've heard this from other tennis players, how they get so focused on so many different details. Yeah. And I'm sure it helps their games in many regards. Yeah. It's just not for me, man.
I mean, but no one's going to be pro. We're not going to be pros, right? How serious can you get, right?
Exactly.
And how annoying can it be to other people that you're around?
Yeah, if you take it like too seriously, but... Yeah. I don't know. I would need to know my strings.
I think I do need to learn my string pattern, tension.
Even if you don't know the pattern or the size of your racket, you should know the strings you use.
Yes.
The guy's going to give you a piece of paper with Italian only. And you're like, well, what does this mean?
I have no idea. Yeah.
And do you ever break strings, or I don't feel like you do.
Very, very rarely. Yeah.
I don't feel like any time I've played you've broken a string.
I've broken. Come on, give me some credit here, man. I've broken a few strings in my days.
Baseball player.
That was in his dreams, y'all. It wasn't on.
In fact, you hit so hard, I probably break more strings playing.
I don't think you've ever broken a string against me. I mean, I break strings a lot, but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know about you and your Babolat racket. Okay, so we got the racket. Okay, we're back with Tommy from Italy. And we're talking about his equipment. He uses a 25-year-old Babolat Pure Strike, almost older than I am.
And I'll put the specs on the video.
Yeah.
All question marks.
I think that's fair. Now, what about your shoes? So I hope you at least know what this is.
I do. So anybody that knows my game, it's all predicated on speed, running. Mm-hmm. So the shoe is very, very important to me. Where I might not know the specs of the rackets, like the shoe is very important. And I've tried every single shoe on the market over the years.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
I've gone Nike, Adidas. I even tried a Babolat shoe for a while that I kind of liked.
Oh, with Jet Mock or whatever?
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
No, it was.
I don't even know why I'm asking.
No, it was.
Really?
Yeah, it was, and I did like that shoe.
Those soles die.
I liked that shoe a lot. It was very light. It was comfortable, but I blew through the shoe
that was
in
a
like
complaint
2 weeks.
That was a complaint, especially the way you play. That was a complaint.
Yeah, it was not good.
Step it up.
And I was wasting so much money on shoes because every month I'm buying another shoe, testing it out, and then I finally settled on the ASICS, which I absolutely love. I think it's the best tennis shoe on the market, at least for me.
Yeah.
It's comfortable. It lasts. It's super durable.
Yeah.
I don't blow through them in like a month like I did with the other shoes.
Okay, so show us what it is.
So here it is. It's a beautiful
Solution Speed,
comfortable shoe. Yes, there you go.
FF2.
Okay.
How many ounces?
Yeah.
Come on.
How many laces across?
I know ASICS.
Yeah.
Now, what was the intention of the all white? Is that for purity?
I actually got this shoe from my friend Chris Park. Thank you, Chris. I recommended this shoe to him. He bought the wrong size.
Cheers.
And
From the CoVA Tennis Podcast.
You set him up.
So he gave the shoe to me.
Really? Oh, dude, that's a $130 shoe.
And actually,
Chris.
again, thank you, Chris. I'm actually living in Italy right now, so my current tennis shoes are in Italy. And before I left, I took this shoe knowing that I'd be coming back at some point. I wrapped them in plastic and I put them in my parents' attic.
Dude,
and I'm glad I did.
Still pristine. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's a great shoe. Thank you,
So
Chris.
you use the same one in Italy?
Yes, it's only it's the blue color.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about the color. White shoes, they're out.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm not a fan of the white shoe.
When they're free, they're beautiful.
Yeah, when they're free, I don't care what color they are. You
That
know,
is
they could be
fair.
hot pink for all I care.
That's what I use. So you can go look downstairs.
I did see that.
Because I didn't want that basic ass white shoe.
That is funny. He played at Wimbledon. He's a champion. Don't you know? U.S. Open to Wimbledon.
That's right. But
That's funny.
And you've used these for how long, you think?
Probably 2 to 3 years.
Has there been a new model of that?
There has, yeah.
Like iterations?
There was a solution called Solution Speeds, like 8123. Then there was FFs, which I hated. And then like the original FF, and then there's FF2s. And I've heard through my sources, because I'm really popular, that there's a new Solution Speed coming out next year.
Really? Chris, get to work.
Yeah. I read this.
Gotta buy another pair.
I heard about this through the depths of the internet, but
Really?
So maybe there'll be another purchase. But yeah, I've also played with ASICS for a long time.
Before I left for Italy, I bought 2 pair just so that I wanted to make sure. I didn't know how difficult it was going to be to get shoes over there.
Yeah.
But I'm wearing down the second pair now, so I need to start actively thinking about.
But you have to buy it's hard. Well, now that the stock is better, but like for a while there was no shoes.
Right. Yeah.
And I would get concerned. I'm like, shit. I'm not like, my toe's almost coming out of this shoe.
That is very true.
and I don't have a backup.
Yeah, you have to be prepared and order in advance.
Yeah. How hard is it to order out there? Is it similar to here?
They do have Tennis Warehouse Europe.
Yeah. What I've noticed is like the shipping is just more expensive.
Really?
Now. Yeah.
Well, he's not buying strings. Yeah. I mean, so.
But that being said, I've been to a couple sporting goods stores in Naples, and the selection that they have there is unlike anything I've ever seen here in the States. Like if you go to a Dick's Sporting Goods or something like the tennis section is a joke.
Yeah.
We don't even we wouldn't even go in there.
Buy a pair there. Yeah.
But there's in Naples, the store's called Decathlon, and it's a whole entire aisle. And they have tons of shoes, all specific to tennis.
Oh my God,
rackets, bags, everything. It blew me away. I spent 30 minutes just looking at everything in the aisle.
That is one negative about, I don't know about the U.S., but at least about where we live. It's like there's no, you're not going to catch me in a Dick's Sporting Goods for tennis stuff. Maybe tennis balls if I'm desperate. Yeah. But even then I'd rather go to Target or something. I'm not going to Walmart. Don't sponsor us, Walmart.
How's it do with rackets? Is it the same? Do they have more rackets? More everything? Tennis?
More everything. Dude, speaking of, what is the tennis ball situation? When I left for Italy, it was very hard to find tennis balls.
Yeah. Still pretty bad. Not as bad as before.
I mean, you need to buy like a case. Yeah. You can get the cases from Costco, but they're always flat. Or you can get because they're old. They've been sitting in the warehouse for like 18,000 years.
Yeah.
Or you could go to Target or like Walmart or something, but it's still like, it's just a crapshoot. Sometimes you go to, like, I'll go to the Target across the street and there's a ton of tennis balls, or there's literally none. Or you have the kids who open all the cans. Like that's the
thing?
Yes.
They open them, smell the...
Oh, they get a little high.
Yeah.
And they just put the lid back on?
I mean, I don't know, but I was like, I only buy Wilson balls for the most part if I can. And I think I went to like Hit or something, or I went to go buy them, and they were all open. I'm like over there like...
And he called me, like, Jared, do you have balls?
Yeah. And so then it's like, oh, I gotta use a pen. But I mean, it's better, I guess. But you need to buy a case of balls. We actually played with. We probably should do another video, but we tried a couple of different balls.
Really?
We did a comparison with Technofiber balls and
Wilson
balls.
Yeah.
It was
I want to see that video. Yeah.
What's the big brand over there?
Dunlop.
Really?
Really?
What's next?
I think Babolat.
Really? Wow.
Babolat makes nice balls. I've played with them.
Oh yeah,
before.
I love them. I love
Really?
them. Yeah.
They are nice.
Dunlops
and
are good
they
too.
last a long time too.
Yeah.
I think the Dunlop, the ATP ones are good. I don't know about the.
But there's
Yeah,
something. There's something I don't. You guys probably know this better than me. A lot of the balls over there are specific to clay courts because there's only clay courts. Like
really,
for the most part, all the courts are clay. So.
Well, but the Wilson and the pen balls they get at the store, they're all regular duty. Because we're hard courts, we really should be playing with extra duty, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they don't sell that, so.
Yeah.
And I don't typically buy balls in a case, even though I should, because it gets so expensive.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I mean, when you were still here, they were probably cheaper, but now it's like $5 a can.
That's crazy.
Double the price.
I'm not surprised.
I'm gonna have to pick up a second shift at Applebee's, like, to get through this. Like, it's just.
Or sponsors.
Yeah, I mean, we need a tennis ball sponsor. Okay,
we need all kinds of sponsors.
Anyone who wants to sponsor
ASICS shoes. I'm Nike, but ASICS will do.
Yeah, but it's better.
That's good.
I suppose.
That's good.